Tonight on STN Channel 2 News, we bring you more information on the retirement of President Walter Harrison and his memories from his time here on campus.
And as time for the finalized plans for the library renovations coming up, the university is open up to students' input. We have the details.
Plus, the latest information on the mass shooting that took place in San Bernardino, California this past week. All that and more right now on STN 2. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to STN Channel 2 News. I'm Scott Roberts.
And I'm Krista Gray.
Well, it was the big story before the Thanksgiving break. President Harrison announcing that he would be retiring at the end of his current contract term. STN sat down with him in an exclusive interview about this big change coming to Hartford. It's the end of an era at the University of Hartford. After almost 2 decades in office, President Walter Harrison announced his plans to retire to the university community.
By the time I retire, we'll spend 19 years here. That's a long time. This university's part of me. It's part of who I am. It's what I identify with. I've poured myself into the university for all this time.
A president for change, as President Harrison has been a part of numerous changes on campus since his arrival in 1998.
I think the best days of this university are ahead of it. I think it's been great now, but I think it's going to be even better. So what I want to do is to make this university, put this university in the strongest possible position it can be in, so that my successor can lead it to even greater things.
With almost 20 years under his belt when he officially retires, he says there's a lot to remember, but there's one thing in particular that he says he remembers from us here at STN Channel 2.
We went around, a cameraman, a reporter, and I walked around campus and asked students if they knew who I was. It was a scream. I thought, hey, I'm the president, everybody knows me. People were telling me I was, because they saw the camera, they thought I was on NBC News, or aren't you that guy? Aren't you, what's your name? You know, and they try to guess the name of some nationally known correspondent or something, and other people will just look at me and say, no.
No, I do not. Ben?
No.
The president of the school.
Oh, very good.
But for the next in line to succeed him and for the tall task of leading this university, President Harrison has just one piece of advice.
This is a really wonderful university, and your job is to make it even better.
The university says they will undergo a national and international search for President Harrison's successor beginning next spring. He will retire at the end of June 2017.
On Friday, December 4th, the Lionsgate Trio will be performing once again at the university. At 7:30 p.m., they will be performing at Berkman Recital Hall, Fuller Music Building. The Lionsgate Trio is an internationally acclaimed group in the United States and Europe. They are currently in residence at the Hart School and the Fairfield Library. The ensemble is comprised of Katie Lansdale on violin, Darrett Atkins on cello, and Florence Millett on piano. The program is free for all students, faculty, staff, and alumni. Admission for anyone else is only $10. Back in October, the university announced their initial plans for renovating the Mortensen Library in a community town hall meeting in Wild Auditorium. This month, students have the opportunity to participate in a group discussion to speak about those plans. The sessions are being held by members of the library's Master Planning Committee and are open to all Hartford students. The first 2 meetings were held this past week, but there will be 2 more this semester, Tuesday, December 8th and 15th at 12:15 p.m. To find out where these discussions will be held and to contact for more info, head to our website, stn2.tv. The Physical Therapy Student Association is asking for the donation of new mittens, gloves, and hats for students from pre-K to high school in the Hartford area. Along with this, the PTSA is also collecting new unwrapped toys to donate to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center for the holiday season. They request no stuffed animals be donated for safety reasons. There will be a donation box in the lounge of the 4th floor of Dana Hall for both of these drives. Donations will be accepted until Friday, December 11th. So we're in December, and Chris is already getting in the holiday spirit. As we can see here, we got some reindeers rocking out there. Nice, very nice tie. Unseasonable weather for December, wouldn't you say? Yeah, it's definitely been really warm. Still feels like fall weather. Yeah. Like, not really that cold. No snow yet. No snow yet. Hopefully not. Matt Vega, probably more on that forecast coming up, right?
Oh, I hope we don't get any snow. As with all the wind, cold showers, and absolute freezing temperatures, it leaves everyone wondering what kind of weather will we be expecting this upcoming week. We'll have more information right here after the break.
You you can use your Hartford ID, get some shopping deals and discounts.
Also, with the end of the semester coming up, CETA students will be showcasing their work. Find out where you can see it.
And the second-year Architectural Graduate Studio exhibition's coming up. We'll bring you updates right after this.
Thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And now, your STN2 weather forecast.
Welcome back to the Weather Desk. I'm Matthew Vega. I'm sure everyone has been in the thick of this wild weather we've been having lately, and with the change of temperature becoming colder and colder, it makes you wonder what's going to happen next. But first, let's take a look at what's it like outside. Now, as we see, we've been recovering from all the harsh winds and the cold showers this past week, and it's still fairly cloudy outside today. And people are starting to break out their winter coats. It's been like that around everywhere in Hartford, but it still looks lovely as it's not as cold as our usual winters. Now, we could see that nature has been kind of decreasing, and we talk more as we get to the maps. Now, as you can see, we're kind of in low 30s currently as the night progresses. And University of Hartford hopefully will become warmer this past weekend as we take a look at Saturday highs. And Saturday highs, you can see it's getting a little warmer. You might enjoy the day. If it's getting warmer this weekend, you might enjoy the week before finals. And then we get more into detail when we get to Saturday lows. It's a little colder. Maybe y'all want to stay inside, study for these finals coming up in the past few weeks, and then see what happens when we get to Sunday highs. And the Sunday highs, it's looking pretty lovely, high 50s. It's a little warmer than we usually get in December time. And we're going to look at the 7-day. As you can see here, that this past weekend is looking fairly lovely. It's fairly sunny. Yeah, everyone's going to enjoy this nice weekend. Even in this cold weather, they can enjoy the nice sunny weather. And then when we get through the entire week, maybe a little cloudy, but it still looks absolutely lovely, I would have to say.
Honestly, 7 days of sun in December is probably so rare that we'll take that anytime.
Exactly.
All right.
I love it.
Thanks, Matt.
No problem, guys.
Students can use their Hartford student IDs to get many great deals at places off campus. STN went to find out more about how to get the most out of their IDs.
That has approximately 50 vendors that will offer faculty, staff, or students a discount. Some of them will require the student or the staff member to show their badge or their ID.
There are many different vendors that offer deals to students, including ones that people may not suspect, like Town Fair Tire, which offers a percentage off a tire purchase.
We run the gamut. We tried to find vendors that would service the community from literally soup to nuts. We even have an attorney that will offer you a free half-hour consultation.
The University of Hartford reaches out to the chambers to try to get more businesses to join the employee discount program that the school offers.
We're trying to ask them, like, are you, how can we get some of the other businesses involved? How can we really get that word out?
They have to screen the businesses that they add to their program because if they get local businesses, those deals really help students, but they also get offers from businesses from all over the country, where their deals would not be practical for the university students since the businesses are very far away.
So we try and keep it, in the local area to, deal with our local businesses and our we call them the small mom and pops. Like, we try to support them as much as possible.
Students can further use their IDs by using hot cash at local businesses off campus like Muya. Students can find a full list of the businesses that offer student discounts by going to the Employee Discount Programs page, which is located on the University of Hartford's website.
CETA students will have the opportunity to show off their projects to the greater community during the CETA Design Expo. This expo will occur in the Conover Great Room on December 11th. The freshman final project showcase will occur from 9 to 11 a.m. and the senior capstone project showcase will take place from 1 to 3 p.m. Students with any questions can contact cetainfo@hartford.edu.
On Monday, December 14th, the Hartford Art School will be having their second-year Architectural Graduate Studio exhibition. The exhibition will present the Islamic Center projects completed in the Architectural Studio 3 class. The works will be from the graduate students in the class. The exhibition is free and all are welcome in the Silpy Gallery in the Hartford Art School from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Well, 'tis the season, and if you've ever been interested in the world of television, STN is a great Christmas present, so come and check it out. Whether you're interested in producing, advertising, engineering, reporting, photography, directing, graphic design, or sports, we have it all. I feel like that's like the 12 days of STN or something. Stop by our office in Jangers Room 120G. Try it out.
Coming up, we have the details on 2 shootings occurring this past week, one in Colorado and the other in Savannah.
Also, a police officer in Bridgeport is under fire. Hear why investigators say his alleged claims of racism in the police department is nothing more than a hoax.
Then a viral Christmas commercial and birthday cake have taken social media by storm. Find out why after the break. Stay tuned to 2.
Pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
You're watching STN Channel 2 News.
If you have an idea for a story you would like us to investigate or an event we should cover, let us know. Send us an email to tips@stn2.tv, or you can submit a tip through text message at 860-631-STN2. Also get all of your campus news updates by following us on Twitter at twitter.com/STN2. We are continuing to follow the latest developments from California after the mass shooting that took place Wednesday in San Bernardino. 14 people were killed and at least 17 were injured in the attack, with the investigation for a motive still underway. We go to CNN's Paulo Sandoval with the latest.
We have a pattern now of mass shootings in this country that has no parallel anywhere else in the world.
Renewed calls for gun control after a California rampage.
It's heartbreaking to see another mass shooting in this great country. In my beautiful state, innocent people, children, looks like a war zone. And it's not enough to keep lamenting these things. We have to take action.
Saeed Rizwan Farouk and his wife Tashfeen Malik walked into the Inland Regional Center in San Bernardino and opened fire on a holiday party.
Doors opened and gunfire started and chaos happened.
The attackers were wearing tactical gear, carrying assault rifles, pistols, and explosives. Farouk attended the party earlier, but is also said to have left angry. Police tracked the couple to nearby Redlands. Both suspects were killed after a chase and shootout. Farouk's brother-in-law spoke out in the hours after the shooting, expressing shock about the attack and offering condolences for the families of the victims.
Why would he do something like this? I have absolutely no idea. I'm in shock myself.
The investigation begs more questions than police have answers, with law enforcement still searching for a motive behind the attack.
Police now say the female suspect in this shooting, Tashfeen Malik, posted in support of ISIS on Facebook prior to the attack. The post was taken down shortly after being posted. Authorities have not said whether or not this shooting is linked to ISIS or was carried out by the radical terrorist group, but the FBI is investigating this as an act of terrorism. And on that same day in Savannah, Georgia, there was another mass shooting. At 1:30 a.m., a gunman opened fire on a residential block, killing one woman and injuring 3 men. Police haven't arrested a suspect and have not released the names of the victims.
Former Bridgeport police officer Clive Higgins has been charged with filing a false report after claiming a racist memo was left at his desk. The letter had officials' department markings on it and started with the phrase "white power." After state police were called in to investigate, surveillance footage revealed that Higgins was typing and printing documents briefly before he reported the letter. When presented with the evidence, Higgins admitted to writing said letter. He resigned on July 6th and is due to appear in court on December 16th.
The British Royal Air Force began airstrikes hours after UK lawmakers voted in favor of tactical bombings in Syria against ISIS. After a 10-hour-long debate, the Parliament voted in favor of action in a 397 to 223 vote. Prime Minister David Cameron stated, quote, "This is not about whether we wanted to fight terrorism. It's about how best we do that," end quote, and that this was a direct threat to British national security. The UK has been welcomed by the US-led coalition against ISIS. The Western world now looks to Germany to see if they will join their allies in Syria.
In Colorado Springs on November 27th, there was a shooting at a Planned Parenthood facility. The current suspect, Robert Louis Deere, made his first court appearance the following Monday. Deere is accused of killing a police officer and 2 civilians in a shooting rampage. 9 others were wounded in that shooting. Investigators have not publicly disclosed a motive, but a law enforcement official briefed on the investigation said Deere expressed anti-abortion and anti-government views. Daniel King, Deere's public defender, stood by his side throughout the hearing.
A photo of a birthday cake has gone viral for all the right reasons. A customer of the supermarket Mayor in Michigan named Lisa Aldridge posted a photo of a cake on Facebook that she bought with the phrase, "Happy birthday, Mandy," written on a not very legible way. Aldridge did not mind, and she thought people would think that it was funny. Employees of the store informed her later that the girl who wrote the icing has autism and is not allowed to write on the cakes. A cashier thanked Aldridge for smiling and saying thank you to the girl, because she probably made her day.
Well, a bit of an interesting story here. Some are calling it the saddest Christmas commercial ever with the darkest plot twist. But this tearjerker also seems to be warming hearts and even changing some travel plans. CNN's Jean Moose reports.
It's not exactly bringing joy to the world. It left at least one host
worst commercial ever.
prostrate on her anchor desk. A German supermarket commercial shows an older man left alone at Christmas by his busy family.
Ich wollte nur kurz anrufen und dir Bescheid geben. Wir werden Weihnachten dieses Jahr wieder.
Then family members get the news that he has died. In their grief, the family gathers at his home. Surprise!
Wie hätte ich euch denn sonst alle zusammenbringen sollen? Hm?
To some, it was a cruelly manipulative twist ending, because there's nothing that says great holiday dinner like faking your own death. But thousands of commenters were tremendously moved. Georgina Riley even changed her flight to spend more time with her family over Christmas.
I watched it and I was just in the corner, just a big mess. And my husband was like, "What is going on? What are you watching?" It makes me cry every time. I've watched it I probably watched it 4 times now, and every single time it gets me.
The creative director of the ad agency that made the spot says they set out to make an emotional message about holiday priorities.
I had to watch it maybe 800 to 900 times, and I cried so many times I can't tell you.
But it's your idea.
So what?
The commercial reminded some viewers of, get this, an episode of Little House on the Prairie. The neglected mother fakes her demise and shows up in a veil at her own wake, eavesdropping on her adult children.
What a pity it is it took something like this to bring us together again.
Amen to that. Her offspring end up doing a circle jig around their revived mom. When Georgina told her parents she'd be staying an extra week.
And they were like, oh, that's great, more time to see everybody.
Did you tell them it was because of a German supermarket commercial? Alternate plot twist, Papa gives his daughter an actual heart attack with his resurrection. Jeannie Moe, CNN, New York.
You be the judge. Despite this dark twist, this commercial has created a lot of positive outcomes because, as you saw there, it's brought families back together for the holidays.
That commercial personally always brings a tear to my eye. What about you guys? What do you guys think of it?
No, that's, first of all, it's for a supermarket. I don't understand the logic behind that because it doesn't really, I mean, you see the food on the table, it doesn't talk about the supermarket at all. And second of all, that's horrible. You're talking about like you're faking your own death to bring people together. That's wrong. I don't like it. Yeah, I get the whole holiday spirit. I don't like it. That's just me.
What about you, Alex? What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I'm kind of with Scott. I mean, like, at least it's bringing families together, which is a good thing. It's just a dark kind of commercial. I don't know.
Advertisers do whatever they want these days, and it's blowing my mind. I don't know.
Exactly. But hello, everyone, and welcome to the best 5 minutes of your day. I'm Alex Young. Coming up, we got the highlights of the women's basketball team as they were in action, as well as the men's team as they faced a ranked squad. So don't go anywhere, because sports is next.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up the bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And now, your Channel 2 Sports.
And welcome back. Now, the women's basketball team faced in-state rival Central Connecticut State at home. The season has been going well for the Hawks, going 3-3 so far. Could they grab the W? Let's take a look at the highlights. And as you see, the women are trying to get fired up with the help of good old Howie the Hawk before they play CCSU. Again, big game to try to get above the 500 mark. But here, early, first quarter, the Animators, game is good for 3, bang! Hartford up 5-0 early on in this game. But CCSU finally gets on the board as Camden Musgrave drives in and one! Finally gets on the board. She actually missed the free throw. It would be 5-3. But let's move to the second half. Aaliyah Ingram on the basket, floats it, and puts CCSU down 6 after a great run. That was Emma Stroman, who finishes strong and puts the Hawks up 4. But again, Darby Lee with a nice and one to put her team up again. Ouch! Right there, hard fall, but again, another and one, and that would be 34-29 as she hits the free throw, and they're trying to put it again. Darby Lee, who had a great, fantastic second half there, again puts it away 43-32. CCSU trying to get back, and that is Musgrave again, who's a step back three. It's now 47-38, but it was a little too late as Deanna Mazur here hits those free throws as Hartford will go on to win 49-41. Like I said, it was a tough battle throughout, but the Lady Hawks end up grabbing the win. Darby Lee stole the show for her squad with a 16.4 board performance while going 7 of 9 from the floor. Deanna Meza had a tough game, finishing with 9 points and 5 assists and shot a meager 1 of 8 on the day. For the Blue Devils, Ken Muskie had a nice outing, finishing with a team-high 14 points while closing the game with 3 threes in a row. Kayla Miller went 4 of 8 from the floor, ending with 8 points and 6 boards. Next for women is a matchup on the road against Boston College. Same sport, but with the men now, as they were in action against 23-ranked Providence on the road. This season has started on the wrong foot, as they were 3-4 before the game against the Friars. Could they pull off the upset? Let's take a look at the board. And not the result that U-Heart was looking for, as they are blown out by Providence 89-66. Jalen Ross had a fantastic day for the red and white, ending with 21 points, and was on fire from the field, going 8 for 11. Taylor Dyson came second in team scoring, finishing with 11 points and 3 boards. For the Friars, Ben Bentel had a great day shooting, going 9 of 12, and led the team in scoring with 21. Chris Dunn had an amazing outing with an impressive triple-double of 16 points, 14 dimes, and 10 rebounds. Next for Hartford is a conference matchup against Dartmouth on the road. And freshman George Blajovic has already added an award to his trophy case, as he was recently named America East Rookie of the Week on November 30th. The Australian forward was given the award after a tremendous week for the Hawks, as he averaged 19.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He is the first Hawk to get the award since West Cole picked it up in 2011, and the first player to collect a weekly award since Mark Wakama was named Player of the Week last season. And now moving from the court to the lacrosse field, as head coach Peter Lawrence announced that seniors Chris Duffy, Ty Schultz, Connor Van Dizzer, and Jake Vogel were chosen by their teammates to be captains for the upcoming season. Duffy, a close defender, already had a position of leadership as he co-captained the squad last season. However, his season was cut short as he suffered a season-ending injury in just the second game. Schmal, a midfielder, will try to get back on track as he also suffered a season injury in the same game as Duffy. Van Dozel will be making his debut on the field as a member of the Hawks midfield. He previously spent 2 seasons on the Lags team at Army. Vogel rounds out the captains as he will try to make an impact after his season was cut short after appearing in just 10 games last season. It is the season of giving, and that is just what the volleyball team has done. The team, in conjunction with the men's club rugby team, collected over 300 pounds of food, which was donated to the Andrew Rosenberg Kosher Food Pantry. The Andrew Rosenberg Kosher Food Pantry at Jewish Family Services distributed over 90,000 pounds of food, toiletries, and cleaning supplies each year to residents of West Hartford, Bloomfield, and the Greater Hartford area during temporary or long-term times of need. And on December 1st, the University Athletics Department announced the launching of the new Hawk Nation Club, which is the new fundraising arm for Hartford Athletics. The club will encompass donations to all intercollegiate athletic teams, in addition to unrestricted gifts to the Fly High Fund. For example, by donating $50 or more annually to either the Fly High Club or a specific program, donors qualify for various sport and non-sport specific benefits throughout the following year. And let's take a look at the upcoming games on campus. And as you see, there is no games, so sit back and relax and try just to enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what enjoying the weekend's going to do because of the great week that we have coming up. Well, not next week, but the week after. Finals week. Not looking forward to that. But Hawk Nation Club, it sounds like something that should be like really fun and peppy, and it's like fundraising. Yeah,
it's a fundraiser. It sounds awesome. But I mean, if you go and look on the website, you know, they have a great promo video. Definitely inspires a lot of people. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting thing to see how this new fundraiser does for the athletics program here.
And it won't make you cry. I can tell you that much.
That's true.
I didn't like that commercial. I'm getting made fun of in the studio. Like, I didn't like it. I don't know.
It's a little too sad for me. It didn't bring the holiday spirit.
Maybe I was just one of the few. I personally really liked it, even though it's sad from a creative angle. I kind of liked it.
Oh, no.
Sad, but
I'll
brought
give it
people
that.
together.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. But anyway, so we have one more show for you. That'll be our holiday show next week. So be sure to tune in for our last show of the semester. Until then, I'm Scott Roberts.
And I'm Krista Gray.
Thanks for joining us. For us, happy holidays, but we'll see you next week.